Welcome to 30 Lord of the Rings characters described in one sentence. Let's get started. Imagine walking halfway across the continent for your best friend, only to be replaced by a deformed addict, whose first interaction was trying to murder you. Despite existing before the creation of the earth, Gandalf is best known to hobbits as some homeless guy who makes firecrackers. Particularly perceptive viewers may have seen the subtle foreshadowing of Boromir's death, as he was played by Sean Bean. Despite being considered the most useless member of the Fellowship, Pippin was able to kill a troll, bamboozle Sauron, and convince a bunch of trees to wipe out Isengard entirely. Sauron was known to be the most gifted student of the god of smithing, but was defeated because of the shit handiwork on his finger armor. Viewers may recognize Gollum as every guy who asks for $2 at the train station. Gandalf taking 10 full days to defeat the Balrog is like starting a new save and defeating the final boss with just the starting equipment. Elrond could have prevented the return of Sauron entirely by just fly kicking Isildur into a fucking volcano. Introducing the guy who played chicken with a boulder and lost. What a bitch. Many viewers forget that not only is Aragorn 87 years old, but he seems to get a new title or name every 4 years of his life. Théoden's army showing up with a shit ton of horses would be called out for being bullshit plot devices had that title not already been given to eagles appearing in nearly every movie. Introducing one of the most powerful beings in Middle-earth, who only seems to be able to use the negative filter on herself. Tolkien actually designed this character to be the result of only listening to 1 out of 10 dentists. Imagine being a member of the Fellowship of the Ring and watching a fucking horse get to go to the Undying Lands. Isildur was such a remarkable character, as not only did he do arguably the most positive thing for Middle-earth, but he immediately followed it with the worst decision any person had ever made. I'm Johnny Knoxville, and welcome to Jackass. Taking 3 films to walk to Mount Doom before deciding to not destroy the ring at all is like downloading a game overnight and having it freeze at 99%. Introducing the guy who shattered any hope of Smeagol not biting off Frodo's fingers. Welcome to the story of a guy who immediately died after the first good thing he decided to do. A detail that was left out of the movies was how Merry ends up guzzling a shit ton of magic water, which makes him the tallest hobbit to have ever existed. Not only was Shelob arguably the biggest threat to Frodo's life, but is canonically referred to as Sauron's cat. Introducing the oldest character in Middle-earth, who somehow has no fucking idea what a hobbit is. After the War of the Ring, Legolas left Middle-earth after widespread accusations of using aim hacks. Gimli was somehow able to run over 200 kilometers over 4 days in full armor while keeping up with 2 companions twice his size and was still treated as the comedic relief character. Imagine being the second in command to the most powerful Dark Lord of Middle-earth, only to be killed by a hobbit and a woman who has never seen combat. In the Anglo-Saxon language that Tolkien used to represent Rohan language, Éowyn translates to horse lover, which all but confirms her as being the Middle-earth version of a horse girl. Despite many speculating that he would be perfectly capable of destroying the ring, Tom Bombadil is not chosen due to the fact that he probably wouldn't give a shit. Perhaps acting as the biggest success story of Isengard, Lurtz assumes the role of second in command before his first birthday. The most impressive thing about Denethor's 35-year rule was being able to run 100 meters on fire at the age of 89. It's just a prank, bro.